Hi, my name is Tania Slawecki. I'm a PhD material scientist at Penn State University in the Microwave Processing and Engineering Center. I've been working in the field of microwave processing and materials for about 10 years. In February of 2018, I developed sudden sensory neural hearing loss in my right ear, which I ultimately learned within another year was likely due to the impact of daily sitting in my office at the lab and having the router, which was on the ceiling behind me, the Wi-Fi router, impinging on this side of my face. I didn't realize there was a connection until I began to investigate because I was involved in as an expert witness in a smart meter case. And I learned that there were volumes of research showing how that microwaves at these frequencies could activate voltage-gated calcium channels, inappropriately causing calcium +2 ions to be released, which then have a series of cascading reactions in the body, creating oxidative stress and damaged tissue, and especially to nerve tissue. I wound up with permanent high-frequency hearing loss in my right ear. And so I became very aware of the impact of wireless radiation, microwave radiation to our bodies. And I understood now from the materials perspective how that kind of harm can occur, because I understand how microwaves interact with physical materials, and our body is made of physical materials. Both the electric field component and the magnetic field component of these microwaves interact with materials in our body. And it's being completely ignored that these athermal effects, that is the ability of microwaves to harm our bodies and the tissue, does not depend on them heating it. It merely involves changing the charge states in the matter in the materials of our body. So I just want to mention that I have just spent the past 2+ months in Richboro, PA with my parent, or where my parents live, as both of my parents have become incapacitated, one with a stroke, the other with Alzheimer's dementia. And I am very acutely aware of the that they were immersed in a wireless radiation environment in their home, and that 5G has been increasingly being disseminated in their area. Certainly, I would love to live close to my parents. I'd love to be there to help them. I cannot tolerate that environment. It is harmful to me. So I can only spend short periods of time there, and then I have to come home to recover. I'm very concerned about the further rollout of 5G throughout Pennsylvania. Where I live here out by Penn State University's main campus in central Pennsylvania, there's very little wireless radiation that I have to put up with in my own home. I have nothing wireless in my home. Everything is wired. So I really would encourage townships, wherever you have the possibility to create ordinances that are safe for residents, to please take all measures to do so, because the proliferation of this wireless technology is not being properly regulated and acknowledged as hazardous by the FCC. We cannot trust the FCC due to financial conflicts of interest with the telecommunications industry. We cannot trust them to regulate it. They have no way to enforce regulations. They have no staff for going out and policing how much microwave radiation is being emitted by these different antennas that are being put up everywhere. So I just, I'm highly recommending take whatever measures are possible, work with the attorneys who are knowledgeable about stopping 5G antennas from going up in different places. And there are ways. We know the Telecommunications Act of 1996 actually only mentions the environment as something that you have to worry about, or they say you can't prohibit antennas because of environmental factors, but you can think about health. Contrary to what some of the cases say, that can be challenged. The wording is environment, not health. You do not go to the hospital for your environment. You go to the hospital for your health. So health and environment are two different things. And also the Telecommunications Act of 1996 does not regulate information services, which is what these small cells are going to be delivering. Therefore, it's under the jurisdiction of the local authorities to regulate that. So keep that in mind. You do have avenues for making a difference in your communities, and I would urge you to do so if at all possible. Thanks.